Hello and welcome everybody back to my channel. My name is Lena. I'm a yoga teacher based in Berlin, and today I'm going to guide you through a nice and stretchy flow that could be well used for like a splits routine, whether you're working on it, whether you want to maintain it, or just giving something different a go. So we will start in a comfortable seat. You make sure you have everything you need, maybe some blocks for later on, but really you don't have to grab anything. And just sit comfortably, close down the eyes, roll down the shoulders back a couple times just to soften through the shoulder blades. And then release the shoulders back and down. We find some grounding through the hands as they just lay gently on our knees. We feel exactly where we're touching the mat in this moment. And lifting up just a tiny bit taller from there. So we're proud from our chest, the chin lifted up slightly, but we're not arching our back or pulling the ribs out too much. And we bring the awareness on our breaths. Nourishing our bodies, our minds with every inhale and every exhale that we take through the nose. Breathing deeply into the belly right here. Give it 3 releasing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And to bring even more heat into our bodies, we're going to find our breath of fire for a couple pumps. If you have never done it, quite simple. It's inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but pumping on every exhale, sucking the belly in. And it's quite fast. It sounds or goes something like this. So what you do is you push the exhales out. The inhales just come naturally, and we will try to stick to it in kind of an progressed rhythm, and observe how more and more heat comes into our bodies. We will do, let's say, 30 pumps together, then have a little breath break, regular breath break, and then go again. You can place one hand on the belly, the other one on the chest, just to guide you. Close down the eyes again. We inhale through the nose, exhale fully, and inhale to pump 30 times. Breathe normally, in and out through the nose. Allow yourselves to soften a little bit again, but still sitting extra nice and tall. And then we go for the second round, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And in for another 30. Big inhales and exhales. Just bring the chin down to the chest for a second, as if you were to capture those last little bits of heat in the belly, in the chest, keeping it there. And we just bring the hands down to the knees, start to move our neck in some half circles. Feel free to stay on one side. Take the hand right there on the side of your face, on your temples, and optional, bring the arm to the side. Find this little line of energy to the index and middle fingers as you bring the fingers up to the sky. Change when you're ready. Shoulders roll back and down. Noticing this tingling sensation that's going on right here maybe. We slowly release, take it to center, and start rolling ourselves up all the way, taking the hands with us, and bring them out to the side. Okay, extra nice and wide. We inhale, open a little towards the back. And exhale, round through like you're hugging a big beach ball. We inhale, open. And exhale, round. All the way through the fingertips, a couple more. Your own rhythm. And we stay right there. Opening up a tiny bit more, lifting the arms up all the way, interlacing the thumbs, and we take it to a side bend. Opening up to the sky, we inhale, and exhale back to center. Shoulders rolling back and down, and we take it to the other side. Big inhale, and exhale to center. One more big inhale, changing the sides. And to the other one. And we'll slowly release the hands down. And we're actually, so I'm just having to turn around so you can see, we sit on the very edge of the mat. So we will make the way a little bit downwards before we move up to our standing postures. So you make sure you have all the space you need. We will roll the shoulders back and down. Yes, finding our Navasana, our boat pose, and we're just gonna tap the toes down. Okay, for 30, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, make it like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got it. Just pull in your left leg at this point. Going for twisted Marichasana, you can hug the knee in, sweet relief, gazing over the back shoulder, keeping the front foot active. And we take our deep inhales, lengthen. Exhales, twist a little bit more. One more breath. The exhale brings us through center. And what we're going to do right here is round through our spine. We're going to hold onto our shins and just find a couple rocks there, massaging the lower back. And then we come to lay down, pulling this leg in, and we're going to circle in both directions. And that's the fun part. You can choose whether you keep the legs straight or you bring the foot to the ground. But what we want to do here is extend through the leg, maybe hug it any place you can, and just bring it really, really close towards your upper body. So you will notice how tight the backs of your legs are, and that is fine. We will try to inhale, lengthen the leg, and exhale, soften. Maybe bring it a little more down. Couple more breaths. And then holding onto the foot with the same arm, with the same hand, and grabbing it from the outside for a half happy baby. Again, you choose whether you have the leg straight or the knee bent. And we're just gonna maybe wiggle a little bit here. It's called happy baby after all. Deep breaths into the hips. And we're gonna come bending this knee in, making ourselves really, really nice and small and round, forehead towards the knee. Then we activate the long leg again. Go for those rocks. Take it through an Navasana. Just 10 this time. Okay, 10 taps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the right leg in this time. Going for those rocks, back and up. Massaging the lower spine, the lower back. And then we take it down. Just circle through the leg, through the hips right here. Making sure you change directions, keep the lower leg active, or maybe bend it in and see how it goes from here. We'll be straightening the leg, holding on to wherever we can, and bring the foot, the leg straight and a little closer towards our upper body. So if you have straps at home, or just like a belt or something, this might be the perfect time to use it as well, as you try to soften into the stretch as well. Transitioning into your half happy baby from here. Foot on the outside. Hand grabbing the foot from the outside, and maybe finding those little wiggles, just checking in with how that side feels in comparison to the other. And we will bend the knee in, extend through the other leg, go back to those rolls. Come up through an Navasana. Okay, and from here we take it to all fours, making your way there. And we're just gonna shake out everything, the head, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, and go ahead, tap out our toes. Then we tuck the toes under and fly the bottoms up high for a downward facing dog. All right, pedaling through the feet, finding whatever you need. Most importantly, those deep, deep breaths. And from our downward facing dog, we're going to take our left leg up all the way. Find a three-legged dog, keeping the upper leg straight right here, maybe just circling through the ankles. Bringing the knee in forwards to the nose. We step it through. Find a little high lunge, really extending through this back leg down. We inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, sit down a little lower, hands through heart center. One more time, just reaching the arms, hands through heart center, finding an easy twist from here. We open up, draw a circle back with the arm, and maybe just support our lower back right here. Again, we're trying to press through the back heel, sinking down in our hips, but keeping the legs active. Taking it through plank, through a vinyasa. Your first one could be through the knees or always, depending on how you feel, and we take it back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And then we're getting ready to lift the right leg up all the way. 3-legged dog with the straight leg open through the hips though, just circling our ankles. We bring the knee in forwards, step it through between the hands, lift it up to high lunge. Back heel back and down again, length through the legs, inhaling. And exhale, hands down through heart center, sit down lower. We're going one more time. Lifting and down. Placing the left hand down, right arm up. Easy twist on the other side with your support if needed on the lower back. Almost like a little bind. And activating those legs. We're turning to the front, stepping it to plank. Flowing through a vinyasa of our choice. Arriving back in our downward facing dogs. Shaking out the head, little bounce through the knees. Everything nice and soft. And we inhale, take the left leg all the way up again. Exhale, take it forwards. Perfect. We rise up to high lunge and take the hands down through heart space to open into warrior 2 right here. Aligning our heels. Big, big bend in the front knee. We're strong and we're fierce. We inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, then sit down. Taking the arms up, staying right there, straight legs, leaning backwards, reversing this position. Just the arms move back to the warrior 2 position. And we're sliding the arm on the inside of the leg for a trikonasana. Okay, and this is where you might use your blocks just to get this extra bit of length in. Optional to take the gaze up to the ceiling. And then we slowly make it back all the way up. Just looking at the front of our mats again. So the back leg turns in slightly, but the heel is still down. And what we're going to do here is find a revolved trikonasana. The arm is going to be on the outside of the leg. And this one really gets your balance. Keep the breaths. And then we slowly take it through center, place the hands down, step to plank, flow through a vinyasa. Right back to downward facing dog. Shaking out the head, releasing through the jaw. And this is where we go. Lifting the right leg up all the way. 3-legged dog. Bring the knee in forwards to step it through, and I'm just going to turn around. We will come to our high lunge. Inhaling here. Exhale, hands down through heart center. One last lift and reach. Hands through heart center and turn it to a warrior 2 from here. Strong and fierce lines. We inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. We take it up, legs stay as they are, just reverse the position from here. Okay, arms come back through our warrior twos, arm on the inside, Trikonasana. So you might notice it's a little easier or more stable when you step the legs in slightly. And we will come back through the warrior two arms, turning it to the front to reverse this position again. Arm on the outside, the other arm up, or it can be at the hips. And keeping those breaths flowing. Then we frame the foot, step through plank, and flow through a vinyasa. Back in downward facing dog, it's just 3 extra deep breaths. And what do you say? We'll flow through this one for another time. So lifting the left leg up all the way. Exhale, taking in the knee forward, stepping through for high lunge. We inhale, lift here. Exhale, sit down, lower hands through heart space. We inhale, lift. And exhale, open to our warrior two, straight and fierce lines. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, dancing back down. We inhale, keep the legs straight, lean back, reversing this position. The arms flow back. We find our Trikonasana, gazing maybe towards the fingertips. Staying here for 2 extra breaths. Then bringing ourselves back up. Turning the hips to the front to reverse our Trikonasana. Okay, our variation, our wobbles, 2 breaths. Then we frame the foot, step it through plank, and flow through our vinyasa. For 3 more deep breaths here in down dog. And then taking the right leg up all the way. 3-legged dog onto your other side. Knee forward, step through. High lunge, we lift it up. Inhaling here. And exhale, hands down through heart center. 1 more big reach. The hands come through heart space. And we open it to a warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. We lengthen. Lean it back from here. Reverse this position. The arms flow around. And we come to our Trikonasana here on the other side. 2 breaths. And then we slowly take it up, maybe step in a little, hips turn to the front, reversing this position. Revolving Trikonasana here. 2 breaths. And then framing the foot, vinyasa. And 3 deep breaths in downward facing dog. We take our left leg up all the way. And this time step the foot to the outside of the hand. We will come into a lizard, back knee down, and just swaying here a little from side to side, feeling all lizardy, fluid, as we maybe make the way onto the forearms or have the blocks underneath here. Just getting the grounding down where we can get it. As an option, bend the back knee in. You can grab it with the opposite hand, but have just to go a level up, and then stretch it from here. Slowly releasing, we take the foot to center. Take ourselves up to high, low lunge, arms up high, and then we send the weight back. Adha Hanumanasana, half splits. We inhale, take it forwards, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Our last one. And back. And then we take the hands down, right next to the foot, wiggling the foot off so we can come to a little pigeon. Readjusting the back leg as well. We find some length in our spine. And exhale, slowly making it onto the forearms again. Finding a comfortable space for both our neck, our shoulder blades. And just grounding down here for the next 5 breaths. And then we come onto our hands again. Tuck the back toes under, make it to a 3-legged dog. Your option to go for another vinyasa here, or just close in downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Then taking the right leg up all the way in our 3-legged dogs. Knee comes to the outsides of the hand. Finding our lizard, back knee down. And just swaying here. Moving into the most comfortable space we can get. And whether that takes us to the forearms again, or to this little stretch, back leg in, pulling closer. This is where you find what you need. We come onto the hands, take the foot to center, come to low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up high, and exhale, send it back. Adha Hanumanasana. Okay, we inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One last time, low lunge. Adha Hanumanasana to the front. Taking the hands down and wiggling yourselves into the pigeon here on the other side. Finding all the length we can first through our spine, through our legs, and then taking it a level deeper, wherever that is. And we aim for the most comfort in this probably uncomfortable position. So wherever you end up, give it 5 breaths. And then we slowly come onto our hands. And we're gonna take it to a seat from here. Not any seat, a butterfly position. soles of the feet together, grabbing, hugging the feet from the outside, and gently elbows come apart. We fall or round down a little closer. Checking in with your hips, with your groin here. Maybe this is all you want to take today. Maybe you want to bring the heels a little farther away from you to more of a diamond shape, or you want to bring them a little closer. Wherever you end up, try to soften or send those softening breaths through to the hips. We slowly release, come to a seat, and this kind of marks the end of this practice, because wherever you are, if you've decided to take this as a little preparation for your splits, you might want to work on this. May I just suggest, you can always have the hands on either side. Just see how you can get a little lower down, wiggle, wobble into whichever direction. Maybe this is where you end up, and that is totally fine. Maybe you can drop down a little lower. That is fine as well. Okay, so just be safe. Don't go too far. And one of my favorite tips is just if you have a big enough sofa, go ahead, sit down on there. Test it out. Always do both sides so they're feeling nice and even. And yeah, let me know how you like this one.